What is it, Zad? What is it that we're actually announcing, and it's not that we're learning Spanish?
Well, let me tell you. Actually, instead of that, let me show you. What was it? Well,
What was that?
guys, GTA finally, for Ian at least. V Bong.
Wait! Yo, look at that. Wait, did you say V or 5? Which one?
Well, it's kind of like you know, it's kind of like it's like, you know, V for VTubers, but V for 5 as well for GTA 5. You know, isn't that a little? It's pretty smart, I'd say.
That is very, very clever, Zad. I like that. So you could say V, you could say 5. Maybe it's District V. Well, these are the whitelisted jobs. And by whitelist, you might be wondering what that means, is these are jobs that will have a limited amount of people that can apply for these jobs, because if we had too many of one amount, then, you know, it would be unbalanced. So we have a limited amount. Go ahead.
The police department plays a very important role in the server, such as arresting criminals. Car chase usually happens in every bank and store robbery, and keeping the city safe and peaceful. And the reason why this is a little hard is because they have a lot of like codes to learn, rules to abide by, so that, you know, just a lot of stuff to learn. Like, they have to learn the map very well, actual police codes. So yeah, this server will be semi-serious roleplay actually. So how do you even explain semi-serious?
There's rules you gotta abide by. You gotta keep, like, you know, roleplay immersive. You can't say like, oh, I'm gonna disconnect really quick and then go grab a meal or something. You gotta say, I'm gonna close my eyes and take a little nap. You know,
Yeah.
that's like, you gotta keep it roleplay friendly, immersive friendly.
It's a lot of work for them. It's probably the most important role to keep the city like running.
There will be roles for EMS that are not just ambulance. So as we mentioned, our Valorant king, Leo Kuga, will be in charge of the EMS. So he's like the, what would you call his role?
He's like the head doctor.
The head doctor,
Yeah.
you know, like he's Lisa Cuddy of House MD, you know, that's who he is. But in this server.
Food establishments, okay. These player-owned establishments provide food and drinks, a place to relax and socialize, encourage roleplay, and provide job opportunities, serving as a popular meeting spot. Cafe, fast food restaurant, host club. So a lot of people will be here most of the time, just because, you know, everyone needs food, everyone needs to eat, or else you will actually pass out, and you might have to call the ambulance, you know, to patch you right up. The people that own the restaurants, they'll probably, on the first day, they most likely will be setting up interviews to hire people.
That's right. What are NPC jobs? What is that? What's the difference between what's the difference between a whitelist job and an NPC job?
Well, since whitelist jobs are pretty limited, about like maybe 10 or like 11 people to be hired. Yeah, we have other jobs that you can interact with an NPC and they give you a job that you can also do with people.
What is that? Gangs and criminal jobs?
Yes, we have a lot of criminal jobs actually, and gangs. Regarding gangs, we probably will only have like 2 to 3 big gangs, and when I say big, like around like 8 to 10 people. We don't want to make the city like fully rampant of like criminals, because you know.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
One, it becomes a really dangerous place. Lots of work for EMS and police as well.
Criminals are not as a quote job, right? To make a living, criminals are it's gonna be probably the toughest to make a living. Specifically, cops, their jobs itself is gonna be tough, but they're gonna make a great living. And you know, they're not breaking any laws. Speaking of laws, cops are not allowed to be corrupt. What is that?
Viewer rules, guys. Just you know, we have our rules, and we'd like for you to have your own job too. You know, we don't want to keep you guys
You're gonna have
isolated.
a job in RP. This is your job, chat.
Please refrain from commenting information you learned from other streams.
What does that mean, Zad?
Guys, no metagaming. Most of this is a term we call pigeoning, metagaming, and just chat hopping, basically.
Don't take the roleplay too seriously, especially when it does not proceed as planned. For example, dear chat, if your Oshi is a criminal, robs a bank, and then, you know, cops eventually, like, find them and arrest them, you know, don't take it too hard or too seriously if, you know, your Oshi doesn't succeed. And, you know, it's a big time loss, it's a lot of money lost, but that's the fun of RP. They knew the risks, right? So, you know, it's a good reminder to not take roleplay too seriously. If someone's being a little bit of a meanie in roleplay, it's nothing but roleplay, right, Zad?
Exactly. And last but not least, enjoy the RP and interact positively with the community.
I think it's important for chat to understand why, like, for example, imagine Zad that cops are chasing a person during a heist, but they don't know why. They're like, why don't you just go inside the bank and like storm it and save the hostage? Why don't you just do that? Why are you letting the criminals get in the car? Well, that's because of rules, right? And chatters might not understand that, so it's important for them to understand certain rules, so they understand why a role play is playing out a certain way.
So we have this for everyone to, like, in the server to read. Don't quit the game to escape RP. Always finish the scene. No nudity. Keep things appropriate, guys. We have streams opened.
Yeah, we don't want to get banned. We are corporate VTubers, guys, and I like to think on every platform that's not allowed. So nothing graphic can be shown, and that includes in roleplay, by the way, obviously, but that goes without saying, right, Zad? I've been looking forward to this, and I've been like talking about this with Luca for like legit months now. We've been talking, like, sometimes I was streaming and all I could think of was to do this. Truly.
Exactly. Me too.
I cannot wait. I seriously cannot wait.
Guys, it's gonna be one of the most fun stuff you'll see. I promise. Free up your schedules, guys. 12 days straight.